previous lecture, we have started one new lesson, something new. We have completed the first part of the same, in which we had seen learning plan number one, inferring word meanings. Okay, so this lesson has been written by Nirmala Arvind. Today we are taking learning plan number two, and the lesson is something. So in this learning plan number two, we are going to understand what is inferring theme from problem and solution. So these two things we are going to learn in today's lesson. So aim of this same is infer the theme of the story from its problem and solution. And for the same we need resources, notebook for writing new words, workbook we have to complete one particular activity. Okay, that is activity number S2, and we need exceed content book so that we can read the story. Okay, you can read the story along with me while explaining and reading. You can also read the same, and for that you should have the textbook ready with you. Just open page number 14. And next important thing is the important keywords are problem and solution. Okay, these are the two important words. Beside these, we are going to check many other new words also. So just see here. Yesterday when I reached home after school. Yesterday when I reached home after school, I realized that I had locked my car keys inside my car. By mistake, I kept my keys inside only and I closed the door. Okay, so my car keys locked inside my car. I didn't know what to do. Finally, I called a locksmith, one who makes the duplicate keys and one who can break the lock. Okay, the person, one who does all these works. I called a locksmith and got a new key made for my car. So, what is the problem? Can you tell me? We know that the problem is something that needs to be solved and the solution is how the problem is solved, correct? So what was the problem? Problem was car keys were left inside. Okay, correct? So here simply that person had kept or he had locked his keys inside the car, and the solution is that he had called a locksmith to make a new key, correct? So this is problem and solution. So here in this particular lesson we are going to learn about the same, because our today's theme of this particular lesson is inferring theme from problem and solution. Okay, so today we'll infer the theme of a story from its problem and solution. Just follow me as I read aloud the rest of the story from the Exceed content book. Then we are going to discuss some of the questions, like what is the main problem Maina and Manu face and what is the solution to the problem. So let's complete the remaining part of the story first. So let's start. Just open page number 14. 1 4. Okay, let's go. Let's go up some more. I can see some ripe mangoes on that branch, said Maina, pointing to a branch high above. Ripe mangoes sounded very tempting. Ripe mangoes because they are in bright color, orange, yellowish color. So they look very attractive or tempting. We feel like that we should go and just take it up and have it. Slowly and carefully they crawled higher and higher. They were now hidden under the cover of dark green leaves. They found themselves far, far away from home as they sucked on the sweet and juicy mangoes they had picked. Both of them they were enjoying the mangoes. In the silence, they could hear the leaves rustling as if they were whispering secrets to each other and the sound of birds chirping. So both of them, they were enjoying nature's company. The birds' sound was like they are chirping, okay, and the leaves were whispering with each other. The swaying branches feel little like waves on a beach, don't they? Asked Maina wonderingly. And the swaying branches, the branches were just moving here and there to this side to that side, and it was like waves on a beach. Look at those pirate ships in the distance, said Manu, pointing through the leaves at a speeding truck and car. There was a speeding truck which was like a pirates. Captain Maina, give me permission to capture the enemy pirates. Sailor Manu, pick up your binoculars and look at the tiger on that island. So they were just imagining things. Whatever they had seen in the movies, in the video games, they were just imagining the things. Said Maina, pointing to the neighbor's cat quietly creeping on the roof with its beady eyes fixed on something. The cat pounced on its prey. Pounce means jump. Not realizing that two sailors high up in their tree ship were watching her with great interest. They picked a few more ripe mangoes and had just finished sucking on them when they saw the newspaper boy on his bicycle. The sailors shouted, "A pirate attack!" Screamed. They took aim with their imaginary guns. New pirate enemies came driving down the road on scooters, motorcycles, and in cars. Manu and Maynard devised new ways of attacking them with their makeshift twig and leaf catapults. Okay, so they were just enjoying all the activities. Okay, okay, so they were there enjoying themselves. And new pirate enemies came driving down the road. You must have seen the movie in which they have shown the pirate. So here also they were just imagining, and their imagination was like this scooter and motorcycles and cars. Those were roaming on the road were like a pirates, and they are going to attack on them, and they are ready to just attack once again. Okay. Manu, Maina, do you want to come down now? They heard a distant voice from an island far, far away. They were silent, not wanting to reveal themselves to the enemy. It was Mother, of course. When she looked up to see where they were, she was inundated with a fresh shower of leaves. "We got you! Fall and roll over, Mother!" they shouted in unison. "I don't think I want to get muddy now," she laughed. "Breakfast is ready. Don't you want to come down?" They came down at last, much more sure with their hands and feet than when they had climbed up. It had been a fun morning. Sitting with Grandma for breakfast, even they could hear and enjoy the morning song, the chirping of the birds, the whispering of the leaves on the trees, the rustling of the dry ones on the ground, the ringing of the temple bells, and the soft cries of the Gua woman. Okay, so that woman, one who was selling the fruit guava. Okay, so everyone had their own music, whether it is leaves, whether it is roads, trees. Now they have learned how to enjoy that. So they were really happy. So these are the new words which we have already seen. Please go through these words, okay, deliberately, which is consciously and intentionally or on purpose. Dismay, concern and distress caused by something unexpected, that is called as dismay. Prevailed means prove more powerful or superior. Reluctantly means unwillingly, when you don't want to that thing but you are doing it because of somebody's force, so that is reluctantly. Resplendent means radiant, impressive, very nice. Slouching means drooping posture or movement. That is called as slouching. Wrinkling. Wrinkling means fold or crease in the skin. Okay, when you are tense, when you are surprised, at that time you can see your skin gets crease. Okay, so these are the new words and you need to go through all of these are really very and important and useful word for you. So here there are few questions. When we are going to get answer of these questions, we can easily understand what does it mean by inferring theme from problem and solution. Activity discussion. Okay, what was the main problem of Maina and Manu? Was Manu and Maina's problem solved? What was the solution? The main problem of the characters Manu and Maina was that they didn't want to listen to yet another of their grandmother's stories or spend time on the mango tree. Once Manu and Maina climbed up the tree, they discovered a whole new world of their own up there. They enjoyed playing pirate in their imaginary sea. They also ate mangoes and attacked their imaginary pirate enemies. They used their imagination to have fun even without video games. So here we can write like a summary problem. They didn't want to listen to grandma's stories. They didn't want to climb the mango tree. Solution: grandma did not tell any story. Okay, they loved the adventure climb and the imagination world it took them into. Okay, underlying theme: imagination can take you to places you have never been. So these were the problems and these were the solutions. Correct? So it's really very easy. You need to go through the lesson very carefully so that you can be able to understand what is wrong and how that can be corrected. Okay, so that is solution. Let's check next is what is the theme of the lesson or this particular part which we have completed. So theme means what? The theme of the story is the author's message. Sometimes theme can be a lesson or a moral the author wants us to learn. It is important to remember that a theme is a broad statement, so it should never include characters' names or actions. We zoom out of the story to determine the theme. Now that we know what the problem was and its solution, we can determine the theme of the story. Manu and Maina reluctantly broke away from their routine and imagined a world of their own on the trees. So, what is the lesson or moral? That the theme of the story could be that imagination can take us to places we have never been to before. Okay, imagination is a really good thing. Next one, can can you think of some other ways that Manu and Maina could have solved their problem? How do you think the theme of the story will change if Manu and Maina solve their problem differently? Simply, according to me, this is higher order thinking question. Means here we have to write our own answers. You might answer differently. Your friend might write a completely different answer. Okay, so don't compare your answer with mine. You should write your own answer for the same. My answer is like this. I think Manu and Maina could have taken their video game with them up on the tree and played there all afternoon. When I think of this as a solution to their problem, I think that the theme of the story would change to listening to our elders. Correct? So this is very simple. You need to think very differently. Okay. When you are going to imagine your answers, you are going to write or you will be able to write a correct one. Correct? Very good. I hope everybody has understood understood what does it mean by inferring theme from problem and solution. It's very easy. Very nice. So in homework, you have to finish S2 from workbook and from content book. In a notebook, you have to write practice question number 3 to 5, mean 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is what in homework, a very short homework. You have to complete it as early as quickly as possible, and you have to send it to me on WhatsApp. So thank you students for watching and listening this video very carefully. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.